Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here and welcome to another Sega Wall channel update, pickups, booter, general retro waffle. I hope you're all keeping well guys, I really do. Wow, it's been a mad one for me. I've had a few days away with Jade, which has been absolutely amazing. We stayed out in the middle of nowhere in a shepherd hut, which was absolutely fantastic. Just got a few days away to clear the mind, recharge the batteries, and it was a really awesome, fantastic time. Really relaxing, and it's just great to re-energise. I think, you know, this lockdown, everything, it's taken its toll on all of us, and it was nice to get away, a bit of normality and escape from the madness of what the world is at the moment. And yeah, it went really fast, a really fantastic time. There's going to be a future video imminent. I'm not going to do that just yet because it's going to coincide with some other pickups. So yeah, we had a day out in Norwich and I visited some really great retro shops there. So loads to talk about there, but like I said, that will be in an upcoming video. This one is playing catch up guys. Like I said, there is pickups, there is stuff coming in everywhere. We've got some extras that I didn't know about. Facebook local pickup as well off one of the local groups, which is always good when you find retro in the wild. We've got some eBay. Like I said, we've got some booter. We'll start with the car boots because there weren't a lot guys the last time round on the car boots. I'll put a picture up now so you can see what I got. You know, as you can see on there, I got a nice Tetris light. I've always wanted one of them, but yeah, I picked up for £2. Loads of comic prints that can just go around the house, around the pad. So I've got loads of magnolia walls in here, and you know, I just want to brighten the place up. So loads of that, all them big canvases are going to go in hallways and things like that, just to make the place look a bit brighter. And that's about it really, apart from some PSP. So first up, we got these two off one stall. He wanted a tenner for the two. He said that he checked eBay and they go for £10 each on there. He weren't far out. They'd go for about 8 on CX, something like that, between 8 and 10. He wasn't far out. They're in good condition. The first one is Rengoku, is that? Rengoko? You know me guys, I butcher these names. The Tower of Purgatory. So what we've got here is become the master at the top of the tower. Set in a dark and distant future, Rengoku places you into the role of Adam, a battle android fighting your way up a great tower. Your mission is to annihilate your enemies while improving your skills and armaments. Intense fighting action with randomised levels for tremendous replay value, strategic weapon upgrades for different body parts, breathtaking graphics from famed Japanese illustrator Yun Sumi, trade items and equip with friends to improve character abilities, wonderful player, wireless multiplayer gameplay. Never played this game, it's a Konami game, and it's another PSP guys. I can't let you all down on the PSP hunt. And off the same stall, like I said, these two were a tenner. I got Metal Gear Acid 2. So I haven't got Metal Gear Acid 1, I don't think. It's still got the original labels on it. Massive clear out, $24.99. Further 20% off. Is that an R price sticker, guys? I'm sure that's R price, isn't it? Including 3D goggles. And yeah, it's all in fantastic condition. Got the two manuals there. And you have also got the still sealed Konami 3D goggles. So yeah, really happy with that guys. Never played it before. Be interesting to see if the 3D graphics work with the goggles. Don't know if you guys can see that there. But yeah, I'll give it a blast, see what it's like, and I got those two for a tenner. Bit pricey for a car boot, you might say. But you know, I thought they're games you don't really see, especially the Metal Gear one. I've never seen that before. But comments down below, guys. Are them games any good? Like I said, I've not played them. A series of games that used to get a lot of stick on the PlayStation consoles, and I really enjoyed them. I'm sure it was the third one that I really liked, and that is Killzone, Killzone Liberation. And I was recently watching, I think it was GameSack, when he was doing his PSP review. He actually talked about this game and said it was quite a good game. It's not a first-person shooter like the Killzone games. It's more of a run-and-gun, isometric affair. Nice graphics, looks a really good game. I'm actually going to give this one some right blast, and I do like these type of games. And I think it's going to fit really well on a handheld. So really looking forward to playing Killzone Liberation. I promise you guys, that is it. That is all of the PSP for this pickups video. Unlike the last one, when that was just all PSP. So where do we go next? We've got some Facebook purchases next up, and I think what we're going to do is go with the retro group stuff. This was a seller on Sinclair for Sale, I believe it was, and he had numerous posts going up, and as you do on these Spectrum groups, you tend to, if it's a seller with a lot for sale, he'll let you pile up the games. And we've got some nice specky games here, guys. We've got some classics as well as some more players, which is real significant. As you guys know, I'm going for the player set. So we'll start off with a massive classic, and that is Horace and the Spiders. I would like to get all the Horace games, as he's kind of the unofficial mascot for the Spectrum. This one fondly as a kid. I'm sure this is a game that we actually sat and programmed, or my dad did. I was too young, but my dad programmed this game in. I'm sure he did, from a magazine all them years ago. But yeah, Horace and the Spiders. I'd like to get all the Horace games if I can. And then next up, a classic, a game I played so much back in the day. I loved Commando. I actually thought this was the better game on the computers, and that is Who Dares Wins 2. Plays great on the Commodore 64 as well, this game. Remember, real fond memories of me and my mate comparing it, playing it on both. He had the C64, me with the Spectrum, but a really good conversion on the Spectrum in really nice condition. I believe that might be, oh no, that is Spectrum screenshots on there. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but yeah, it's a top-down Commando Akari Warriors affair, and a great little game. It plays really, really well on the Spectrum. I'm sure we might do a future video. I keep saying it, but there will be a Spectrum Spectacular video. There's going to be quite a few videos focusing on the Spectrum, because I've got a lot I want to get through, and so keep your eyes peeled for them, guys. There's going to be some more specky videos real soon. And then we've got a random Kicks one. I would like to get this one, the original release, at some point, because that is the one I had back in the day. But my family loved this game. I can remember my mum and my uncle really, really hooked on this one, and that is Crackout. It's a kind of take on Breakout and Arkanoid. Instead of playing from bottom to top bouncing, it's horizontal. So yeah, a little bit of a different aspect there on the game. In these games, it's crucial that the gameplay is spot on and it controls and handles really well, and this game does. Plays a really good game, Crackout. Like I said, I believe the original was in a dual case, so I'd like to get the original at some point, but this was really cheap. All these games were, and absolutely fantastic prices on these. So yeah, Crackout, a top little game. And then on to another game, and I can remember Attic Attack, as you all know, one of my favourite games, the first game I completed back in the day. And I can remember it was never released on the Amstrad, or it wasn't back then. It was one of them ultimate games that never ever got a release on the Commodore 64 or the Amstrad. And the one game that kind of was the standout title that was the most similar to Attic Attack on those systems was Wizard's Lair. And I played this a lot on the Amstrad when I had my big Amstrad collection. It was a game I played a lot. And I thought, why not? Let's get the Specky port. Let's see what that plays. I believe the Amstrad is pretty much a port of this version, I'd imagine. So, looking forward to giving Wizard's Lair a blast, guys. And then that moves us on to some players' titles. And we've got some really nice ones here. What I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to do a players video so we can go through what I've got. I'm still trying to get a definitive list of players' games. If any of you viewers, anyone watching, can point me in the right direction into getting a complete list. I've done a few searches and I've not really come up with every game. So if any of you guys can help me out, please let me know in comments down below or get in touch for the players. So first up we've got Denizen. And this looks like a top-down style game. Denizen has to be the ultimate combat experience. Hordes of rampaging hostile aliens and mutants, amazing detailed backdrops, fantastic gameplay, absolutely brilliant apparently. Released in 1988. And this features the 128K version as well, which will be interesting to see how that plays. But yeah, it kind of looks a bit like Smash TV, Gauntlet, that type of game. So really looking forward to giving this one a try. I know a few people on the group were gutted that I got to that one before them. I think there's a few people now chasing the players. Next up, we've got Elven Warrior, and this one's on the Players Premier label. So I'm going to go for all of those. Enter the mystical world of the Elven Warrior. Embark on a magical journey that will take you far from your home, deep into the undead. Battle against the minions of darkness, the evil black knights, the cave-dwelling lizard men, and the merciless zombies. I'm sold on the zombies. Increase your magical energy and learn to use your more powerful weapons. This kind of looks like an adventure platform game. The screenshots on the back there look very Amstrad, possibly Commodore, but I'd say they're Amstrad screens on there. But yeah, Elven Warrior. I've not had a chance to play any of these yet. They're recent. This has only recently turned up, this bundle. So let me know, guys, in comments, is Elven Warrior any good? And then next up, another player's game, and we've got Prohibition. I do like these style of games. What's that film? Oh, it's going to kick me now. Sean Connery. Not a bad game on the Specky, and it's just gone. Whew, I can't think what it is. It might come back to me. You're going to be screaming on the screen now what the film is, but I can't think. But yeah, all the films set with, you know, in the Prohibition, Chicago, 1931. The mafia, led by the notorious Al Capone, controls the city. He has the mayor, the judges, and half the police force on his payroll. No one dare stand up against him. No one that is except you. You take on the role of the streetwise rookie cop from the east side of town, intent on stamping out the fear and corruption that grips the windy city. So yeah, these are various screens. They all look like Specky. Looks more like a target shooter, this one. So really looking forward to this. Kind of like Operation Wolf style gameplay, I'm hoping. So this one's definitely going to get a play really, really soon. So Prohibition. Chuffed to add that. This one's more of a common one. It pops up quite a lot, but I haven't got it yet, and that is Metal Army. Only one Marine stands between the Metal Army and their evil plans of total world domination. That Marine is you. And again, this is a typical Specky type affair. You know, one of those platformers where you've probably got to endlessly walk the screens trying to pick up things. I'd imagine it's that type of affair. That's what it looks like. Again, it's not a game I'm familiar with, this one. Includes the Joe Blade 2 demo, it says on there, which is interesting. So that must be on the other side of the tape, possibly. But yeah, that's Metal Army, guys. And then finally, for this video, the final players one, and this is a game that I almost picked up a while ago, and it was going for quite a lot of money. About, well, I say a lot of money in regards to players titles. It seems to sort of command about £8 to £10, but again, pick this up for £1 or £2, really cheap, and that is Deviants. As the last member of the Star Warriors, you must destroy the Deviant battle station constructed inside a giant asteroid. And this is done by the author of Joe Blade. So it's got quite a pedigree to it. It looks really good. Very similar graphical style to Joe Blade. Really looking forward to playing this one. The cover jumps out nostalgia. I remember this cover. I really do. I can remember, I'm pretty sure I owned this game, but I don't remember the game off the top of my head by looking at the screenshots. So I'm hoping when I load this one up, guys, there'll be plenty of nostalgia there, because I definitely know that the eyes on them aliens freaked me out as a kid. I'm pretty certain I used to own this one back in the day. So it'll be interesting to give Deviants a blast. So let me know in comments, guys, any of these specky games that you think that are good, or you got any nostalgia for, or you remember fondly. Let me know, guys. I love to hear it. Right, guys, that leads us on to another passion. This isn't game related, this one, but it's retro. And as you guys know, I love my robots, and I love Robocop. It's one of my favourite films. And this come up on Marketplace, and I couldn't believe it. And I inboxed the guy instantly. And it turns out that it was, after I initially said, is this still available, mate? I really want it. I can't believe this has turned up. I can come and collect it tonight. And he got back to me and he said, mate, there's a few people interested in it. And I've had a lot of offers, some low ballers, people saying that they could come and collect it tomorrow, possibly. Nothing concrete, he says, but I'll let you know. And then it then twigged to me that this was the same guy from a village a few miles up the road that I got that massive PSP bundle off. And I said, oh, it's all right, you're about 40 minutes away from me. I picked up a PSP bundle from there last week, and then I twigged and I thought, this is the same guy. And I said, oh my God, you're the guy I come to last week for the PSP bundle. And he said, yes, yes, oh yeah, brilliant. He said, well, as it's you, he says, I know you're a collector. If you want it, you can come and get it tonight. And we struck the deal. And I went straight up there. So it's a massive shout out again to Jay Brooks. And I promised him, because I didn't know this the first time round, that he's big on Instagram. And his Instagram name is family_of_gamers. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description box if I can, Jay, as promised. Go and check it out. He's got an awesome collection as Jay. He loves his retro. And he's obviously selling off some bits to flip. And he said that this was actually his as a child. And he couldn't believe it when he found it in his parents' attic. And that is this. Look at this, guys. Robocop from 1983. The box isn't bad. It's not in bad condition. I think there's supposed to be a plastic cover on the front there, which is missing. But yeah, an original Robocop from 1993. So it's based on Robocop 3, this one, which isn't a great film, as we all know. But yeah, let's get him out. So yeah, the box for the age has held up really well. There's no manual. And like I said, there's a plastic cover that should be on the front there. But I'm more than happy with this. I had a quick look on eBay, and these are going for a pretty penny. You can take his arm off. We'll put that there. You can add his like assault rifle, which light up and makes that fire noise. I don't know how well we're going to get this on camera, guys, but we're going to try. But what makes this really good is this is a talking Robocop. His mouth is a little bit intermittent because it's an LED or LCD.
Hands up. Your move, creep. Drugs are trouble. Hands up. Your move, creep.
I'm going to do it a few times, guys. Doesn't come out, I'll put an extra bit of video in so we capture it. But there you go. What do you think? I've been wanting a Robocop figure for the gamepad for some time, because like I said, Robocop for me is just so iconic. I loved it back in the day, I really did, and I love it now. I really need to get that limited edition Arrow collector's set of Robocop. I really need to add that to my film collection. But yeah, it's really nice detail, really good build quality. And his leg all open up, so you've got his gun inside there, which he can holster. I'm not really into toys, as you guys know, so much really, but things like this are just so iconic, and it's just going to look so great on a shelf. Update, I still haven't got that extra unit yet, guys. There's still not been any local on my local Argos, so I'm still waiting on that, but that is going to be an awesome addition and such a nostalgic piece for me. Absolutely adore Robocop. Let me know, guys, in comments, did you have this back in the day? And absolutely really fantastic. I'm really chuffed to have that, and it's these quirky things like this that I really do like, but he's just slightly too tall, so we can't have him in shot, I'm afraid, guys, so he's going to have to go down there. But yeah, that's Robocop, an absolutely brilliant deal done on that. I think it was 30 quid I paid for Robocop. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Absolutely awesome deal, Jay. Next up, we've got an eBay purchase, and I was really quite shocked. I always check for Coleco. Yeah, this is some Coleco games, guys. I'm always searching, checking on my wants list. Coleco games, as you know, it's the one console I really am enjoying collecting for the Coleco. It's the one console really outside of Sega I've really got my teeth into, and I've managed. I just couldn't believe it when this lady just started listing all these Coleco games, all boxed and complete. I had a fair few of them. There's 3 titles that I didn't have, so I instantly went in on all the ones that she had buy it now best offers. I put in best offers, and then one in particular game she'd put as an auction, and I said, look, I'm going to put best offers in on 2 of the games. One of them you've got on an auction. Have you got a buy it now price for that, so I can buy all 3? She got back to me straight away and said, I'm ever so sorry, the auction has got a bid on it, so I'm not going to pull that, but I'll accept your best offers on the other 2 games. And those 2 games are Sub-Rock, which is a early Sega release on the Coleco. Now I'm going to put some pictures up. Again, these games are like 38 years old. These arrived today, and I'm a bit gutted, to be quite honest, guys, because these were all sent in jiffy bags. So we've got some crushing to the boxes. This one's not too bad, so I'm hoping I'll be able to iron that out. But yeah, Sub-Rock, it's not a great game. I've never played the arcade version of this, and it's not great. It's not the best game, but it's all complete with the cartridge in great condition, and we've got the instruction manual and a proof of purchase registration card there. So there's Sub-Rock. Really chuffed to add it to the collection. It's a Sega one, so it's got to go in the wall. Got to sit on the Coleco shelf. Quite a bizarre game. It's enjoyable. It's just a little bit. It's a little bit jumpy, and the hit detection isn't great. but it's playable. It's quite a unique style game. Lovely big colourful sprites. And yeah, it's a quick blast. Shall we put that? So Sub-Rock on the ColecoVision, guys. It's fantastic box art as always. So we're going to put that up there. And then another one which I didn't actually know was released on the ColecoVision. I really didn't. I remember this fondly on my mate's Commodore 64, and Epix was a company that released quite revolutionary graphic games for the time and gameplay with all their like Olympic style games. I remember fondly, and this one, Pit Stop. Now this one, unfortunately, I didn't realise, and I'm going to go back to the listing and see, but this box was all taped up, but again, put in a jiffy bag, and this one, unfortunately, took a bit of abuse. It's got squished, but it is all complete. Plays alright, actually. You can actually pit stop, which is really cool. Due to the name, and if you look on the back there, and yeah, you do your races. You've got Monaco and all the famous races, and you can pull into the pits. A cursor will appear on top of the pit team, and you can change your tyres, fuel up, and what's really cool is your damage is detected by colour. So you'll start off and your vehicle's all blue, and it'll start turning green when your tyres are worn. So you know when to pit in. You've obviously got your fuel gauge, which you've got to keep an eye on. And it was really, for the time, back in the day, that is a really advanced racing game. And yeah, I had quite a blast playing this one earlier, so not a bad game at all. Again, glorious box art, love it. But unfortunately the box has taken a bit of a battering, and that's Pit Stop. This is the game that got me excited. This is a game that I've been watching or waiting to appear for some time. I missed this one just before Christmas. I was going to do a deal with a guy, but with circumstances that deal fell through and I missed out on this game. And do you know what? I've not seen it surface since until now. And this was the one that was on an auction. I managed to win it. I've paid a bit over the odds for this one, but it's in fantastic condition, and that's Frenzy, the sequel to Berserk, released by Stern. I know Alex is a big fan of the Stern games. But yeah, Frenzy, a great game. Kind of a bit more of an advanced take on Berserk, I suppose. You're going around the mazes, firing your laser, which will ricochet, so you've got to be careful you don't hit yourself or hit anyone else. Take out the enemies. Great little game. Been blasting this loads this afternoon. Love the sound effects. Really, really great. It's made me want to play the arcade original. It really has. But really solid conversion on the Coleco. Fantastic box art again. Loving this box art. But yeah, really great, colourful game. Like I said, really nice sound effects in that. So there is Frenzy. So 3 more Coleco games added to the Coleco shelf. Really chuffed with that one, guys. But this can't be a Sega Wall video without some Sega. Now, before we get on to the last pickups, guys, I did want to let you guys know in some of my thoughts in moving forward with the Sega Wall. Now, I touched on this a few videos back, and that was where to go with my Sega Saturn collection. And I've been thinking long and hard about this, and a good friend of mine is actually looking to sell up his Japanese Sega Saturn, and this has inspired me further to take that leap. And I've decided I'm going to probably keep the real nostalgic PAL games that I had back in the day on the Sega Saturn, and the rest are going, guys. I'm going to sell on my Sega Saturn PAL games to fund the Japanese Sega Saturn games. That's my next move. There's going to be some big changes to my collection. Another one, if some of you on social media will probably know this already, but but I'll discuss that one in my Spectrum video. But yeah, collecting wise, my goals are changing. As collectors, this is what we tend to do. Some of us do anyway. We change it up, and I really have so much more passion, so much more time to play Japanese Sega Saturn games, and they're expensive, guys, and I'd love to build my library of Japanese games. And to be able to fund that, I need to sell on some of these PAL games. I've got PAL games sitting on this shelf that I have not played in years, and they're just worth a lot of money, and I might as well cash them in and get the games I'm going to play, because ultimately my collection is all about gaming and playing these games as well. So that's my thoughts, guys. Share your thoughts with me. Let me know your opinions in comments, what you think about that. But I'm really am going to do it, I think, guys. I'm really focused on my Japanese Sega Saturn. But sticking with Sega, and as promised, guys, we can't have a Sega Wall without Sega, and predominantly Mega Drive. Still chasing that full PAL set. We're getting closer now, guys, chipping away. And done a deal on, I can't remember, guys, if it was, what group it was. It might have been GGG, Retro Realm. I can't remember which one it was. I think the guy had actually posted it on multiple retro groups, as most sellers do. But I responded. He had some games I needed. And they're all in great condition, actually. Really fantastic condition. And first up, we've got Rambo 3. Now, I had this Japanese, didn't have the PAL release. I do like the Japanese version of this because it's more zoomed in of the film artwork there. But this one's really nice. I've flipped on the Japanese Rambo 3 now to replace it with the PAL version. It's in absolutely glorious condition, guys. And it's complete even with the pull-out leaflet poster. What have we got? We've got Monaco GP poster there in absolutely fantastic condition with a load of games on the back. You guys know I'm a sucker for these. Absolutely love it. But yeah, absolutely fantastic condition. Enjoyed Rambo 3 on the Mega Drive. Lots of nostalgia for this game. I absolutely love the Rambo franchise. Love the films growing up, and love the games as well. And Rambo 3 on the Mega Drive. Really enjoyed this. A bit more tactical, a bit more to it. But I loved how it was broken up with the behind camera sort of view of Rambo. Remember thinking the graphics were amazing. When you take out the tanks and the gunships. Fantastic game, guys. So glad to get the PAL release of that. And then next up we've got Psycho Pinball. Everyone's going pinball mad. Retro Dave Nintendo, he's gone pinball crazy, ain't ya, Dave? But yeah, Psycho Pinball on the Mega Drive Codemasters release. Free ball action, 4 interactive pinball tables. I've not had a chance to play this one yet. I didn't play this one back in the day, but again, in absolutely fantastic condition. That manual doesn't look like it's been played, used. The actual game doesn't look like it's been played. It's still got the original cardboard slip case there, which is all important. In fantastic condition, guys. Really chuffed with that. An awesome one to add to the wall. And then finally Gunship. Now I can remember these on the 8-bit micros, this game. I'm sure it was Gunship. Don't think it's the same game though. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to give this a blast. I've never played the Mega Drive release. Remember fond memories of this on the good old Specky. So I'm going to look forward to it. It's a US Gold release. Looking forward to giving it a blast. Again, in absolutely fantastic condition, guys. So that's 3 more marked off the list. We're chipping away, guys. We're getting there. So there we go. There's the pickups for this video. Let me know in comments, guys, what you've been picking up. What holds the nostalgia on these games. Like I said, there's plenty more pickups coming, guys. I'm going to do them in these smaller videos. Try and keep these videos under 40 odd minutes if I can. I do try. Loads of specky on the way, guys. And we've got a very special video coming up really, really soon. It's going to be an epic one. It's going to be awesome. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. But until the next time, guys, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.